Hey, what's going on, everyone? Happy Sunday, not Thursday. How are you all doing on this Sunday evening? Uh-oh.
I messed something up.
Did you just mess something up? You did.
Did I?
No, you're good. No, you're good. Let's get a little. I don't know what this is. Anyway, happy Sunday, guys. We got Mimi's here. How's it going, Mimi? We got Julie's here. How you doing? We're gonna do a little bit of listing tonight. Maya, hello. Jean, how's it going? Lainey says, nice surprise. Yeah. We unfortunately didn't get to do Thursday, so we figured we'd make it up today. We got Junk Monkey. What's going on, Rob? And we'll be back next Thursday. Well, this Thursday too. So, Sharon, hello. Teach, Bake, Flip. What's up? We also figured out Sunday. I'm a little bored. Well, we were gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
our makeup.
Probably gonna take our kids to Taekwondo.
But Taekwondo and all that stuff.
So that would just be a hassle to do like back to back things.
Yeah, we figured we can go a little bit earlier this evening, so maybe catch some people that don't get to hang out with us usually. I was working on a house and I had a bandana kind of keeping all my, not a bandana, like one of those face mask things. What are those called?
Face mask thing.
I use it as a bandana.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
gator.
Yeah.
I use it to kind of keep sweat out of my eyes. Anyway, Heidi, what's going on? Maya's working on some photos and items right now. Sweet. Kathy's going to do some listing here.
Yeah, I'm about ready.
You about ready? Mandy's here. What's going on, Mandy?
Hello.
Erica, hello. Iced in from the winter storm in Oregon. Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. Tomorrow's our it's been freezing all weekend, like negative, but tomorrow's like the worst of it, I guess.
Evan was telling me when he plays guitar at the church, and when he got to the church this morning, it was negative 15.
Oh my gosh.
Negative 15. I think when we were out there, it was like negative 5. That was as cold as we got.
I've been seeing people post on Instagram like negative 40 and stuff wherever they are. I don't know where everyone is.
Lisa, hello, Chris, Kathy from frigid Western Pennsylvania.
It's cold all over.
Yeah.
I wonder what the weather in Florida is like.
Florida?
Yeah, I'm sure it's chillier, but.
Anybody here in Florida? Are you guys freezing at like 50 degrees right now? Oliver's County Creations. What's up? Nice to see you in. Using Vendu to list items on multiple platforms while I listen. Hope all is well with you guys. Yeah, we're doing all right. Thursday, I got like I don't know if it was food poisoning or what, but it just like kind of all of a sudden I got ill and was like, you know what, I can't do this tonight. So I do apologize. I think about halfway through the next day I was like, okay. But yeah, like big headache.
I'm ready whenever.
You ready? All right.
I'm not trying to cut you off.
Yeah, you are.
Your sickness. If I could do a live on my own, I wouldn't.
Oh, it looks like we got a new member, Ashley. What's up? Ashley, welcome to the Ginger family. Julie, how's the house coming? It's coming. I've actually been putting a lot of time in the last week since we haven't really put any videos out. Like a video's coming out tomorrow. I've got one to edit. We might shoot one tomorrow. We're pretty sure we are, but unless something happens.
Depending on how cold it is, how cold it feels.
But no, yeah, buttoning up a lot of little stuff. A lot of the nitpicky stuff, which is good to get out of here. Good to be done with. Actually, like yesterday, I think because it was so cold like yesterday, the heater has been running at the house nonstop. And I built like a barn door for where the master bedroom, it's like open to the master bathroom. So I built like a sliding barn door. But I never like finished it. I just left it like raw, and it was pine, and it was, it was pine from, we had a big forest fire here, the Black Forest Fire. I don't know how many years ago that was. Well, but it was never like dried. It was all just air dried pine. And so I got it free from a dude, and I milled it into a barn door. And I'm saying that 'cause it dried out, and I kept hearing creaking the other day when I was working. Just like, it almost sounded like an animal was in the house. Like I don't know, hard to explain. But I went over to the barn door because that's where I kept hearing like the sound, and I traced it back to the barn door, and like I'm like looking, and as I'm staring at the barn door, it cracked in half. Like the whole thing went like really loud. The whole thing like shook. It scared the crap out of me. And if I wasn't there to see it for myself, I would not have believed it would have happened that way, because I thought the wood was dry enough and all that. But I think with the heater on, it dried that wood out and cracked it right down the middle. Finish your wood. Put some finisher oil on it or something. Moral of the story. What?
I didn't know if you had the screen.
Oh.
I don't have anything else.
Your screen's on. You showing some Adidas? Penny's here. What's going on, Penny? Yeah, how cold is it up where you're at, Tommy? Oh, 21 in Portland. That's not too bad. What are we at right now?
I mean, I feel like that's cold for Portland, though.
We're sitting at 0 right now. 0 degrees. Kelly, what's going on? Good evening to you both, listening while doing inventory. All right.
I need to do that tomorrow.
Some inventory and putting it away.
A bunch of stuff, yeah.
Bagging. Rob says it's 47 in Medford, and the only snow in sight is on the surrounding mountains. I bet that's a nice view. 17 in Kentucky and snowing for Terry. Teach Bake Flip is saying -10 in northern Illinois. Wind chill of -30. Sorry to hear about the food poisoning. Yeah, I mean, it was just sudden. I had some, I think we had some like leftover fettuccine. I'm thinking that was it. That was it.
You're not going to want to eat the other one.
It didn't taste, it's not like it tasted bad or anything. It tasted good. But that's all I could think of. Lisa says, I made a huge boo-boo this past week. Threw a pair of Yeezys away.
No.
Got a mystery box from a friend, and they stunk like cigarette smoke. You didn't realize they were Yeezys at the time? That's a bummer. Sales for Moolah. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you. Thanks for doing this tonight. I wasn't feeling doing photos. Then I saw the pop-up, so I'm in the basement getting them done. Mandy, awesome. Glad we can help motivate a little bit.
Our kids don't have school tomorrow, so I'm going to get some of this done today. I'll feel better about not doing a whole lot tomorrow. Other than bagging stuff for inventory.
Ashley says, in Wisconsin, we got 16 inches on Friday, and now the feels like temp is at -30. Whew.
We haven't had snow. It's weird. I mean, not really.
Yeah.
Our kids did have a snow day from school just for the cold last Monday.
Yeah, it was so cold that they called off school. That's like never really happened. Tommy says, Rob, lucky dog, LO, I'm frozen, and it's white everywhere here. Do you get a lot of snow in Portland? Does it snow there? I know the weather is not like the greatest. I feel like it's always rainy over there. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Let's see. Erica says over 100 trees down in Lake Oswego, Oregon. So many without power. Oh, trees are falling down from like the wind or like weight of the snow.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Kathy's one of those, she tries as hard as possible to hold a sneeze in.
And he tries as hard as possible to be as loud as possible. Let it out as loud as you can.
I'm not, it's not like I try to be loud, but I definitely am a loud sneezer. But sometimes when you hold it in, you're a loud sneezer too. So are all the trees falling over because of like the weight of the snow or like wind? Because I feel like one year we had a lot of snow, really, really heavy snow, and it broke a lot of trees, knocked them all like up over and cracked them in half and stuff. Rob says, I think I'm the only snow-free area in Oregon. Hey, it's not too bad. My husband is leaving for some army training, and I'll be home alone, so I'm tempted to come back to Colorado and see my family and go to the bins. Yeah.
I was wondering if the bins would be busy tomorrow if it's so cold. Like, I was like, maybe I'll go. But it's probably, I don't know if I want to be cold in there if it's cold.
Yeah. Cat Swarth's here and snowed in Buffalo. Oh, man. Hope you guys are doing okay in all that cold. Kathy, I love my cool shorts and Squishables s'mores guy.
Yeah. Hey.
That's Erica. She says, thank you. Thank you, Erica, for the support. I think we have that. We've had that in a What's Sold.
I know, but I think that's like next.
You might see that in a What's Sold in the next few weeks.
We're just way behind.
Thank
Not
you.
behind, but
Yeah.
we said we were gonna do.
We cut back to one video a week, and we're kind of ahead right now, just so we can get the work done on the house. And it is really helping. I've got a lot of the stuff ready to go. Like today I took down the barn door, which I wasn't planning on doing, but since it broke in half, I was like, I'm not gonna fix it.
Actually, almost like good that it.
Yeah,
mean, that just seemed like
I was
something
kind
a
of on
renter
the
would
like.
mess with. Not mess up on purpose, just like they close it.
Yeah,
I did. I
it's
closed
just
it too hard and broke it. So.
It's almost like it's one variable that a renter, it's nice because it gives a little bit of separation, but it's not nice because it's one more thing that can break or something. So kind of like a blessing in disguise, I guess. Just had to patch all the holes, which I thought I was done patching holes. Mandy says, I've got 68 sets of photos to do. How long you willing to keep me company tonight?
Well, our kids
I think
are
we're going to do
awake.
our standard 2 hours tonight, so we're going to be ending.
Unless I am close to like finishing 25,
Yeah.
I need to go a little longer.
Well, I guess we'll call it by ear.
Probably like 9 to 9:30 our time.
Alyssa says, it's a nice 57 here in El Paso. Hey, quit bragging, all right? What did my mom
Summer.
do?
For us.
My mom just sent me an address.
She thinks she's gonna get killed or something.
What should I do with this?
She sent it to me too.
Are you safe? Penny says, I'm doing great, thank you. It's 17 here, and we only had a tad of snow. All right. Doing better than a lot of us here. Mimi's getting ready for 2 Whatnot shows tomorrow. Had to reschedule from last week. A tree fell in the yard, and internet went out. Wow. S'mores. Tommy says s'mores. Oh. Mom says Corey's mom sent it to me. There's a big estate sale.
Oh. It's freezing. We can't leave. We can't do anything.
Hey, Mom, you want to watch the
literally,
kids?
my knuckles are just like bleeding
Oh,
just
gosh.
from being so cold.
Like the joys of being a ginger in winter in dry Colorado. My hands are like cracking. Like the worst is like the little corners here on my thumb. Oh, so painful. And I've been doing like a lot of like drywall stuff. So that powder just really sucks all the moisture out. Nope, they looked cheap. Yeah, the Yeezys. Looked cheap and smelled like cigarettes. Yeah, Mimi, you all right? You all right now? You got your... Seems like you got your internet back. Rob says, I'm gonna pull an all-day listing marathon tomorrow. Didn't list anything today.
Who said that, Rob?
Nice, Rob, yeah. Are you doing a live? You should do a live. Do like a marathon listathon. Kelly's here. How's it going, Kelly? Artful Journey. How's your smoothie?
It's the same as last time.
Yeah.
Like same stuff. I really like it's just a recipe I found on that app that
you did that last time too. Do you need more toilet paper?
No. I mean, it's just a simple one. It's just like 1 banana, basically 1 cup of other fruit, a yogurt, a cup of milk or water. I added ice because I didn't use frozen fruit this time and it wasn't getting very cold. But yeah, it's just simple and it's been tasting good.
Sorry, I'm responding to my mom. Tell her thanks for the tip.
Is it like right now? Because normally, normally estate sales are like Tuesday.
I'll probably Google the address.
Thursday through Sunday.
It's like Austin Bluffs. It looks...
I did see an email about 2, but I didn't want to go by myself.
Austin Bluffs and... What is that? Flint Ridge? Have to check it out. Andrea says, we have all your snow in Utah. Thanks.
Seriously, keep it away.
No, I should have said -7. Oh, never mind. Missed the tree thing. Thought you fell. Oh, Tommy thought Mimi fell instead of the tree. Mimi fell and took out her internet. That's one heck of a fall. Kristen's here. Oh, hey, Kristen. I skipped right over your comment. Welcome in. Rural Squirrel. Are you, what part of the cold country are you right now?
Where are you at? Where did you move? Missouri.
You're in Missouri now?
I don't remember.
You're asking me? Like, my memory's the worst. Trees down from high winds and sleet. Oof. Tommy says, yes, we get snow usually every year, just a few times, nothing like other northern states. All right. Kristen says, Kathy, Ben's will be busy tomorrow, and there will be tons of kids there since school will be out.
Oh, kid, like just like high school kids.
Like the t-shirt bros.
There was a lot the other day, actually. Well, I went later in the day. They come after school too. And like one of them was like, well, he said something mean. I'm not gonna say it. Just out loud, like to his friends probably.
Oh.
But like nothing was coming out but like blankets and stuff. They come there like for clothes.
Yeah.
So like literally like no bins had clothes in them.
He
All
didn't
the
say
clothes
anything
bins
mean
had
to
was
you.
blanket. No.
Right.
Out
Just
loud.
just
to his
out loud.
friends, yeah. I mean, I'm sure other people heard it and were probably like, that's rude.
Shelly Sue, what's up? Says 67 in South Florida. Oh, okay. Is that cold for you? 67 in Florida.
That is cold for them, I think.
That's what I set my my heater to. Our Goodwills are closed tomorrow. Guess it's time to dig into the money pile. There you go, Ashley.
Because of the cold?
Probably. Excited for more what sold videos. Completely understand about temporarily cutting back. Yeah, hopefully not for too long. I think with this last week making great progress, I think I don't want to jinx it. But
don't say it.
it's definitely going to be done before next year. No, I think one more week and I'll be much happier with where we're at on it. Goodwills are closed in northern Illinois tomorrow. Let's see. Shelly says, I've banned myself from the bins until I get through at least half of my death pile. Gonna start Whatnot on Wednesday. Okay. Hopefully Whatnot helps you clear through that. All this cold weather, all I want...
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. We'll stop for you.
I was just saying about death piles. I think I have one bin in the garage and that's it. So I actually don't really have much to list. So if our stuff starts shutting down because cold and stuff,
yeah,
it's not gonna be good.
I mean, the cold isn't gonna be around long.
House and find things, I guess.
Let's see, what's the voice closet. I guess. So today we had a low of -12, high of 10. Tomorrow, -8, high of 14. Tuesday, -8, high of 32. But no snow in the forecast. So, I need a little bit of warmer weather. I got to do some work on the deck. Bless your memory says, all this cold weather, all I want to do is curl up and read a book. I'd curl up and listen to a book. Alyssa, I'm so glad there hasn't been snow down here, but the wind was horrible. I think the highest it got was 33 mile per hour with 60 mile an hour gusts. Everything outside was yellow because of the dust. We've been getting that wind. We've been getting a lot of gusty days. We had I don't think we have the problem in our new neighborhood here, but our older neighborhood, there would always be like a trampoline migration period. Like just the trampolines would all be blown around the neighborhood.
Kids were just saying that they want a trampoline. Sai keeps doing not pull-ups, because we don't have a pull-up bar. He keeps climbing the doors. I'm like, I need to get you a pull-up bar. And then they start talking about, oh, we want a swing set with one and a trampoline and like a whole bunch of stuff for outside. Like, I don't think we're doing all that.
I do want to get, I saw they sell those, hopefully they're not listening, because I don't want them to get any ideas. But when I was Christmas shopping, I saw, like, because they're into, like, doing, like, aerials and stuff, like flips, and, like, Cyrus will literally run into the room and, like, tumble and flip, and I'm like, what? He'll bounce off the cat. I don't know what. He's just like literally bouncing off the walls. But they've got like these pads for like gymnastics or, you know, like flipping and stuff. But they're like inflatable. And I think you can get them in like 50 feet by 3 or 6 feet. And I think I want to see if we can get him one of those or something. Maybe it'll make the house shake less when he flips around. But that's something that would literally blow away if we had it on the outside, though. Hi from Siberia? Is that Siberia? Or is it a play on... I gotta Google it. Siberia. Chicago? I see. It's a play on... Chicago and Siberia. Gotcha. Stay warm. Stay warm. Huge bruise. You did fall too, Mimi? He says I fell too. Huge bruise on my back. I'm okay. Mimi, I'm sorry. I was joking around about that. Sorry you fell. Glad you're okay. Oh, Siberia, Chicago burbs. Gotcha. It was explained. I didn't even have to Google it. Kelly says try freezing your bananas first. They make smoothies so creamy. Just peel them before freezing.
I do have lots of frozen ones.
She doesn't. I did that.
Because we never actually eat bananas when we buy them fresh.
And I let them get like perfectly ripe,
But
so they're like nice and
three in
sweet.
the bowl that were not that. I guess I could have just froze those. I should have done that instead of using the not.
I'll probably make some banana bread soon or something. If I have nanners getting too ripe, I'll just peel and freeze them first.
Like, I don't actually like bananas. Like, I don't want to eat a banana, but I like it in a smoothie.
Yeah. Mandy says, I've been snowed in all week. I ran out of clothing, and I'm doing my shoe death pile. There's so many good ones. I just hate doing them.
Guess sometimes getting stuck is a good thing.
Yeah. That should go on a t-shirt.
Why?
Sometimes getting stuck.
Why is
What
that?
did you say?
Is a good thing.
Is a good thing.
That's
Ginger
not
Marvin.
A t-shirt.
Ginger Marvin. I like it.
I don't like it.
We need to go. We need to see Forrest Gump someday.
Too busy.
Faye, what's going on? I'm in Missouri. Coldest was negative 19. Whoo, that's cold. I remember we used to have Roxy, a chocolate lab, and it got negative 20 one day when we lived in an apartment, and I'd have to take her on walks and stuff to go potty. But one time I was walking, and her feet were like she was like doing like the, you know, what would you call that? She kept picking her feet up really fast because the ground was so cold.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. That's my story.
I actually.
And I'm gonna put that on a
on
T-shirt.
my Facebook memories today was the day that Buddy passed away.
Today?
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Poor buddy.
2020.
4 years? It's been 4 years. What do you guys use to get pen or marker off the bottom of shoes? I usually just use a Clorox wipe and some elbow grease, but I'm always afraid of ruining the sole. We use Goof Off, which is like a solvent. It's almost like an acetone. I'd say it's more abrasive than acetone. I think it's more strong. Would you agree? Almost like a lacquer thinner kind of strength. But that's what we use. We pretty much use it exclusively, unless it's like a wooden sole, then you can sand it off, or leather, you can sand it off too with sandpaper. But
Or right over it with Sharpie.
or right over it with Sharpie. Yeah,
Isn't the best, but
it's not the best. With any of those like Goof Off or acetone, any of those solvents, you do want to be careful. You want to make sure you could test it on a small area. You don't want to like melt the rubber and all that kind of stuff if you don't have to. But that's what we do. We don't like using elbow grease. Donna says it's freezing cold here in Saskatchewan. Negative 50 Celsius, which is similar in Fahrenheit. Where are they even? I know at some point they're the same. Negative 50 C to F. 58. So that's negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit.
no thanks.
Let's see.
Our room's gonna be so cold today.
When is F and C the same? Is it 40? Negative 40. So negative 40 Fahrenheit and Celsius are the same. But you're at negative 58 Fahrenheit. That is insane. That is insanely cold. Markers, I use alcohol and or fingernail polish remover and a Q-tip. Yeah, you can really get accurate with a Q-tip. Chris, the best thing for cracked hands is Avon silicone glove lotion. You know what I was talking about last night? As Kathy was lotioning up my hands for me last night. She's you are a very nice person.
So nurturing.
You are nurturing. I don't know. That one time I went, and got a pedicure with you and they put your foot in that like wax, I just want to stick my hands in that wax for like a day. Whatever that wax stuff is. First year that Goodwill will be closed on Martin Luther King Day. Oh, is that why it's closed? Are you sure ours is open tomorrow? Then?
What, Goodwill?
It might be closed for MLK Day.
Oh. I feel like our Goodwill never closes.
Is that a corporate thing? Or?
I mean, I don't think I know I mentioned I might go to events. I doubt I'm going to go because I'm going to be too cold. And I just said I got to work on my desk pile and bagging things. I really need to bag things. It's something I hate doing.
Lisa says, I'm cleaning my kitchen and listening to the chat. Hey. Just saw a post claiming it's negative 74 in Alaska. Wow. My Alaska. Speaking of Alaska, is it negative 74 you're at? Hi, everyone. Just found your live. Well, welcome in. Said it's almost too warm here in Alaska, around 30 degrees. That does seem a little warm when we're sitting at 0. Although Alaska's a big place. Chloe! Hi, Chris. Hi, Kathy. Or, I'm sorry. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Chris. High five, Reese. Rob says, I like bananas when they're fairly green. What? You are a junk monkey, man. Even like monkeys don't like green bananas. I just saw a post claiming. Oh. What? He said it again, but he said it to @myalaska. Second wind says we're negative 14 actual temp. That's cold. I think that's as cold as it got for us today. Can Kathy show us how to relist a listing on eBay without using List Perfectly? With relisting, you just end it, right?
Like a,
how to relist a listing without.
I mean, so. You talking about like what I do every day, or?
You talking like when you do eBay relists?
So if that's what you're talking about, I just come here and then like. I mean, I usually have it sorted. So yeah, these are my newest ending ones, not ending for like almost 2 days, but I would just pick all of the ones that are ending that day. Let's just do one for now. End it. This does mess up a List Perfectly catalog in case you are doing it that way or care. I don't care personally.
Well, I did see we got into the beta. Like, I don't know if
you need to
I haven't been able to look at it, but apparently we have access to the auto delisting and all that.
I mean, you can do this in bulk, but just because I'm just showing you one, I would just then come to unsold, so listings, unsold, and then click it or click all the ones. And then I push sell similar. I don't know why. I don't have a good reason. I think it works. I've sold a lot of old listings in the last couple weeks. And I generally like change the price. I did add best offer to some stuff last month, but I got one offer the whole month. So I don't know that best offer is great. And yeah, that's what I do. I usually do 50. I say 50 because that's usually just how many are ending in the day, but yeah. And then delete them out of here.
Let us know if that helped or if you need more information, Kelly. Probably the northern quarter of Alaska, half of Alaska. 2 degrees in Fairbanks. Let's see. I have a pair of Johnston & Murphy loafers with a leather sole. I've been a pain to wipe the pen off and just so happen to have some goof off. I guess it's time. If it's leather soles...
Then don't do that.
Use sandpaper. Don't use the goof off or just use sandpaper and it'll, I mean, you'll sand the leather back a little bit, but yeah, that's what we do with it when it's leather. Has Kathy always used the list perfectly? How do you track inventory now that you're not using the spreadsheet you've created? Yeah, I mean, since list perfectly has been out, we've always used it. That's why we started selling on eBay, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
Well, that's why I was comfortable enough to
Yeah.
try.
But yeah, we are going to be transitioning to using list perfectly for tracking the inventory. You can see like on these listings, you might be able to see it. She's probably going a little too fast, but there's like a spot for a SKU. And what that would do is it would put it on all the listings. It would put it on eBay to where you'd be able to print out a pick list from eBay, or Poshmark does the same thing. I don't know if you can do a pick list from Poshmark, but nonetheless, it would be tracked in list perfectly. We are still currently using the spreadsheet, but pretty much strictly just for the inventory, just because we haven't really sat down and done that. We haven't really transitioned it over yet because we just haven't really done it. But yeah, as soon as we do transition over, then the spreadsheet for us will just not really be used anymore. Lisa says, don't forget to like the video. Thanks, Lisa. I got like a tickle in my throat. Northern Illinois, Southern Wisconsin are part, is that Wisconsin? WI? Are part of the same Goodwill, so it could just be our Goodwills that are closed for MLK, not necessarily all of them. Okay. Also, Kathy had a question, but I think it's, it was accidentally skipped over, but do you use the smart pricing feature on Mercari as well as promoting, or just promoting by lowering the price?
I do set them all with the, what's it called?
The smart pricing?
Yeah. When I do a new listing, I always like put my lowest, although my lowest is not really my lowest because then they could still make an offer. So I do mark that with every listing, but then I promote 10 per day just by clicking that button that it gives you.
Lisa says, hello, Second Wind Style. Really enjoy your videos. All right. Tommy says, DiGiorno pizza in the oven and a Tillamook Marion berry pie. What the heck is that? Marion berry pie for dessert from Tillamook? Don't they do cheese? I guess they do ice cream. Marion berry. Why did I say marionette? Oh, it's Oregon's own Juicy Berry. I've never heard of a Marion. Have you ever heard of a Marion berry?
I mean, I heard it.
I don't know. I'm looking at the ice cream. It looks kind of like a blackberry. Tomorrow's MLK Day, so lots of businesses are closed here. All right. Sandpaper on leather? Really? Yeah. Yeah. It actually works pretty good.
Well, like on soles, because you don't care about it. Like, I mean,
yeah, on the sole. It will. I mean, it will be.
On the tops.
It will be like there will be a noticeable difference in like the texture, unless you are able to get the exact same grit, I guess, as what was used. But yeah, I mean, the nice thing about the sandpaper is when you use like a goof off or any kind of liquid, it bleeds. It almost like bleeds the Sharpie or pen or whatever around, and it doesn't really wipe it off. But yeah, if you use sandpaper, you can kind of just buff it out, and then you can, you know, go up in the grit, and you can hide it pretty good. I've even taken some like if the sole is pretty shiny, like a dress shoe, I've sanded it and then I used like Doc Martens Wonder Balsam, and you know, just kind of like oiled it up a little bit, and it hides it pretty good. Does pretty good. Okay, good to know. Just getting into shoes, especially those with leather, so thanks for the warning. Yeah, the leather and sandpaper. Now I don't you might be able to do it if you're trying to take something off like the top of the shoe, but I keep it on the soles. I am north of Anchorage. We get a feet of snow, and often in the negative 10s or 20s. Fairbanks and Northeast get negative 50s and colder, but not as much snow. It's like too cold for snow or something. First time on your channel, please tell about you and your channel. Well, My Alaska, we are online resellers. So, well, Kathy is. I'm a little bit. I've sold a few things. Three things. A solid few.
No return. You have no return.
No returns. No feedback either, though. That's kind of like a bummer. But no, so we just kind of share our journey, share our business. We kind of share what we find or what we sell, and we hang out here usually on Thursdays. We do lives. We kind of had to skip this last Thursday, and so we're kind of making that up today, but we go live. Kathy is kind of doing some listings, so this is all stuff that she has sourced from thrift stores. We have Goodwill bins. Is there one in Alaska? Alaska probably has a bins.
I know they have Goodwill.
Yeah, I know you got Goodwills, but yeah, basically thrift store finds, estate sale finds, and we flip them for profit. So,
ooh,
yep, we steal from the poor and give to the rich.
Our sellers are so rich.
It's so rich. But yeah, that's kind of, and we kind of show what we do. I wouldn't say that we're too much of a educational channel, but we just kind of show what we do, and sometimes people learn from that. But every time you list something, I get an email, and it keeps drawing my attention. So yeah, it's pretty much what we do. We hang out. We have our dog here. You see him in the corner there.
He's alive.
He's Reese Bear. He's 13 and a half.
This jacket is reminding me, I saw Irene yesterday at Chick-fil-A. She said she's not doing marketing anymore. She's just working at the restaurant.
Yeah?
So we'll just see me in the restaurant.
Oh. Did that seem...
Oh, she seemed happy.
Happy? Okay.
I was just telling you.
Okay. Did you say I have a jacket? You want to buy it?
No. Anybody in here want a jacket for $40?
Anybody want to impersonate a Chick-fil-A employee? Tyler says, which do you do better with, men's on eBay or Poshmark? I'd probably say eBay.
Yeah.
I think eBay. But welcome in, Tyler. Stephanie says, hello from Littleton, Colorado. How you doing? We're just a little bit south of you. Just a little bit south of Littleton.
Looking at my solds to see like if I sold any men's. They said clothing or what?
Yeah, clothing.
Sold a couple men's
shoes. I mean, men's shoes would probably do pretty good on
the
Posh.
Shoes are all right. Yeah, the last men's clothing
Hey,
I
look.
saw was the Jinko shorts.
There's the
Those had
s'more.
so many, like-
There's the
Yeah, like not very much men's clothing at all. So, those are men's swimming shorts. But
Okay.
not a lot.
So it is the ice cream. Gotcha. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of your that ice cream you get at Josh and John's, the Purple Mountain Majesty. I feel like that's probably a local taro root. Taro.
So different flavor though.
Taro. Tommy, what do you like more, taro or Marionberry? Mandy says 59 to go. I'm not making good progress.
Why is this person selling their jacket so cheap? That's the same size as mine. Rude.
Kelly asks, can you have Mercari Smart Pricing go slower so it doesn't drop so fast? I find that annoying.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know how to. If you can, that would be nice. It drops at like 5%, I feel like, every single day until it gets to your bottom. So, yeah.
Kathy says, just got off work. So glad I can make a live. Spending a Pomodoro sprint session. Cross-posting 25-minute listings. 25-minute listing, 5-minute break. Oh, I think I know what that is. Pomodoro. You know what Pomodoro is?
I mean, I use that app for a little bit.
It's like
you just do things and
you do like set timers and stuff.
Yeah, like focusing 100% for that time period.
Awesome. Glad you could make the live doing your Pomodoro sprints. I feel like that is a good method for me since I get distracted pretty easily. So if I kind of reward myself 5 minutes for every 25 minutes, then it's a lot easier to stay focused for that 25. Kristen says, I'm avoiding that horrible flu. So I just got a flu shot and a shingles booster yesterday, and it kicked my butt, laid on the couch all day. Hope you do better. Hope you do all right. Those both did not sound like I'm get well soon, Kristen. Do better, Kristen. Sorry. Hope you feel better. Hope you're doing all right. I think that's what I was trying to say. Also, which List Perfectly Planned do you recommend? I would recommend, I guess it just depends on your like how much you're doing. If you're, what would you say? I mean, if you're like a hobby seller, the basic plan is probably
for the auto D list. You have to at least have the 69, right? Is that
for the auto D list?
Is that what you were saying the other day?
Well, yeah, I think they did drop the price.
Because I thought at first it was only going to be on that one where you had to do even more, and I was like,
when it
a
does
little
come
bit
out.
mad about that.
So, yeah, there's different levels. I'd say if you're kind of like a hobby seller, the basic plan's probably fine. But then the next level up, you get access to the bulk listing and cross listing and stuff, which if you're doing, 20 items a day can really save you a lot of time. If you're doing 3 or 4 items a day, it might not be worth it for you, but, and then, yeah, the pro plan is, it gives you access to, is that what unlocks with, the photo room stuff? I can't remember exactly what comes with it, but as soon as the auto delisting is out of beta, they announced that it would be on the Pro plan. So not the $150 plan.
So for that reason, I would probably pick that one. But
Yeah, if you're wanting auto delist, then the Pro plan.
If you resell a lot, I would at least pick the $49.
So yeah, it really just, Tyler, it really just depends on how much work you're trying to do and how much time you're trying to save, I guess. Which is what I kind of like. I like that about List Perfectly. You can kind of like customize it to fit you. And I did start with the Pro Plan Plus. It does give you sub accounts, and I started a sub account the other day.
Put us up to the Plus?
I mean, where you have access to it.
Oh, for now?
Yeah.
I mean, you wanted it?
Well, I wanted to try it out.
I mean, I guess you would need to get your own, or you're wanting to get your own anyways for when you do.
Well,
your
with
own
the sub
store.
account, yeah, I would want to have
So,
my
like,
inventory
I'm saying
separate.
You'd be paying your own account anyways.
So yeah, like how instead of me having to pay for List Perfectly on my own, we can create a sub account with the Pro Plan Plus, which gives us, it would give us both access to basically all the features and stuff too. But yeah, I started it out. I was trying it out. Leanne, hello there. First time joining your live. Well, how's it going? Thanks for joining. We normally are here on Thursdays. We're doing a special Sunday. LA Jen, how's it going? Hey guys, I didn't think y'all would have a live today. I know. It was kind of like we were thinking about doing it tomorrow, and then we kind of decided this morning that we were going to do it today. So we're happy for anybody that's been able to join. It's so cold. My dog lifts his paws up. So funny. Yeah, that's what Roxy did that one day. Super cold.
I actually sold some dog booties this weekend.
Did you?
It's just funny because it's so cold everywhere.
Yeah. They probably don't have them yet.
No, they're in this pile right here of my labels.
You're welcome for the explanation. I know it's a weird thing if you don't know anything about reselling, like, but yeah, that's what we do. Jen says today Real Madrid won, but the Dallas Cowboys lost. Yeah, the Cowboys did lose, didn't they? I was kind of like looking at the scores. It seemed like they were kind of giving Green Bay a good run at the end of the game. What was the end? What was the last score? Cowboys and Packers, 48-32. Yeah, couldn't get there. Sorry they lost, Jen. I get what you mean about your dog lifting his paws. Any house updates, or did I miss it? I mean, the update is I've been able to get some good progress. Been working there. Pretty much this whole last week, at least a little bit every day. One of the big things I finished up was, like, I had been working on the stairs off and on, but I finally got the back portion of the stairs, all the risers, like the trim put in for that. So what I was originally going to do was get like a sheet of MDF, rip it down to, you know, whatever the 6-inch rise that I needed, paint them and all that, and then cut them to fit. But I found at Lowe's they had some painted like 7-inch tall trim, like it was primed already, which saved me a ton of time. So I was able to just get a few sticks of those. They were like on 75% or 80% off clearance, and so I got that knocked out. So the stairs pretty much only need just 2 little strips of trim down the sides, and then they're done, which I haven't been wanting to go to Home Depot because it's been so cold. And I feel like if I'm going to have long trim like that, I'm going to have the back window of my cab open, and the trim's going to be there. So I've been waiting for a bit of a warmer day for that. But yeah, been doing that. Touch up all the little nitpicky stuff. I did have a story about my barn door almost exploding at the beginning of the show. Natalia didn't expect you to be live tonight. Yeah. Hopefully it's a nice, pleasant surprise. What?
So annoying that we're live.
I'm surprised a lot, like so many of our regulars are here.
Thanks for being
Yeah,
here.
guys, thanks. I sell mostly hard goods on eBay, but I want to start selling more clothes. How important is photography? How important is it to photograph measurements and or include them in listings for clothing? I hate photographing clothes. I would say measurements are fairly important, but we don't photograph the measurements.
Right.
That is one cool thing that List Perfectly does is like we could put in the inches measurements. So like pants, you know, if it's 32 pants or whatever, you could put 32 waist or what, 16, 18 waist length flat or whatever it is. No.
Like this is what you're...
Yeah. That's good. So you could put the measurements in imperial and it will convert them into metric. It'll do the backslash centimeters, which is nice. We don't have to convert anything, and it's like an extra benefit, I think. But yeah, we don't really photograph the measurements. I know a lot of people do, and I'm not saying that that's wrong or anything. But I do think the benefit to having them typed out is that makes it searchable. So if somebody's searching, like you could search text, right? You can't really search image measurements. So Tommy says, not sure I've ever had taro. I'll stick with Marion berry. It looks good. I mean, if it's anything like blackberries or raspberries, it looks delicious. OMG, Josh and John's, that would be my husband and I's date spot downtown. We'd go to the Poor Richards across the street right after.
Why didn't we just skip that the other date night when we got Cold Stone? But that would have been way better.
Josh and John's up north.
Yeah.
What's Poor Richards?
That little bookstore?
Bookstore?
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever been in there. I'm assuming they have food. Is that what they're saying? Or ice cream?
Says go get ice cream and then
I'll go
to the Poor Richards after.
Nice.
She said you mentioning them brought back some memories. Yeah, Josh and John. I bet they're giving away a lot of if it's like below 0, they give you free ice cream or something,
their
right?
Employees show up. I went to Starbucks the other day. I went to Once Upon a Child, took a bin, and then yes, that was yesterday, right? Because it's buy one get one free Starbucks on the weekends, like all of January. So I was getting one for me and Chris, but the whole Starbucks had a note that said, "Sorry, we're closed. The employees didn't come," or something like that. Like, okay.
Why weren't these rules when I was an employee?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to come to work today.
You're fired then. Like, you know how many other people want your job for $8
I remember working when a long time ago, I worked at Target, a seasonal, doing like Christmas shelf stocking. And it was like you were allowed to call off one day. And on the second time, if you were like, I can't come in today, they're like, you can't come back then. Like, you couldn't even put in for time. It was a seasonal job, like temp or whatever, but like... Back when, how much? I mean, I think I made $9 an hour stocking shelves overnight. That was the only time in my life that I have fallen asleep while standing up. Like I fell asleep walking down one of the aisles. Mandy says, "Go Pack, go! Sorry, Cowboys. Sorry, not sorry. Starting fights." Tommy says, "For someone who wears flip-flops in the snow, it must really be cold for you to say that." Wait, what did I say? It was cold? Would be happy with Sunday lives. Get prepared for my weekend drafts and such. Does anybody else go live on Sundays? How do I go? See, it looks like Courtney's live, but I think it might be a whatnot. Yeah, whatnot sale. Oh, Nashville Flippers is live. Wait, are they live? Live, they got Sunny on. I feel bad. The answer is thanks. That helps to know. All right. Alyssa says Port Richards is a neat bookstore, cafe, and toy store all merged into one. They also have super good pizza. I definitely think it's worth checking out whenever you go downtown. Has it been there a long time? Yeah?
I'm getting an offer.
You're getting an offer?
I'm getting an offer for $25.
Guys, hold your breath.
Why?
For the offer.
Oh, I mean, I'm accepting.
Oh.
I just posted these to Mercari yesterday, and someone's already offering, which means if I'm posting them to Mercari, it's been months that I've had them listed everywhere else. $25.
$25.
Sold.
All the talk about ice cream and with all the cold weather across the country had me had made me feel better about eating ice cream more when it was cold out than when it's warmer out. I know, like we would always, I feel like we would always go get ice cream when it was like super snowy.
And we always take our kids to Chick-fil-A on the snow day for breakfast.
Kathy gets cabin fever.
Yeah.
Like the second there's like a snowplow, like anywhere. Like she's like, I'm not gonna be stuck at home. I'm going. I'm risking my life. Chris, take me to Chick-fil-A.
Well, I mean, yeah. You gotta get out.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
You could stay home, save lives.
We've never died or gotten a crash. Or even like got stuck.
That's because I'm a wonderful driver. Mandy says I vote Sundays and Thursdays. You guys are gonna have to convince Kathy to do 2 labs a week. I think that's impossible. Oops, I skipped this one. Kelly says, was that the sale?
Yeah.
Or was that a different one?
That was it. And now they'll probably hear the sound on the list perfectly eventually.
Kelly says, I had a job once where I called out sick whenever I never... Once where I called out sick, which I never do, and was told I was required to get my own shift covered.
Okay, well, I won't be there, and I'm not getting it covered, so good luck.
If I, like, why do you need a manager at that point?
Yeah, I feel like my job was, I mean, not that bad. I was actually the manager, but yeah. I felt like I had to cover everybody else's stuff.
Yeah.
It just, there wasn't anyone extra, so it did suck when anyone was sick.
Yeah, that's what, like, that was tough for your job because it was like a doctor's office. It's not like you could put that work off for the next day. It has to get done. There's appointments and all that. Classic City fines. My Goodwill manager told me they have blackout dates where employees cannot take vacation. Starts around Thanksgiving to January 15th. Like, I understand. I mean, that makes more sense as long as when you sign on for the job, you understand that. You know, if you're like agreeing to work, if that's part of the agreement, okay, I can understand that.
What if like someone dies or something? Like, is that an except? Are there exceptions?
Well, I would think if someone died, that's probably more important than a job at Goodwill. But that's just me. I don't know. Most major retailers have blackout dates. You have to sign off on when you get hired. Yeah, I mean, that's just retail. I mean, like, I used to always work in maintenance jobs. I worked at a school district, and I mean, it did suck because when I signed on, I signed on, like, if the district was closed, we didn't have to go in. We got that day off. But then we got like a new COO, chief operations officer, and he made the decision after we had all been working there for a while. He made the decision to be like, no, you're gonna go in and clear all the snow on the snow days. So we were required to go in and clear all the snow on snow days. So we no longer got snow days. I didn't like that because it was that way where you got the snow day off for like literally 40 years. And then this guy came in and said, nope, you got to work. He has been fired since then. I legitimately quit my job there because of that guy. Not because of snow days or anything, but he just was not a good guy. Mandy says, I've been home since Monday night. How would you do with that, Kathy? Mandy's been in her house for almost 7 days straight.
I don't know. I don't think I'd be alive still.
Well, she's got that new swim spa. She's probably just hanging out in that thing. Like, I don't need to leave. Getting grocery order. Are you able to get groceries sent to your house? Kathy, why do you wait to list on Mercari instead of listing at the same time? Do you reserve Mercari for older inventory? Yeah, I mean, Mercari's
it sells the less.
Yeah. The least, you get the least amount of profit.
I just feel like it's least likely to sell there. So
right.
I just don't spend the time up.
I mean, once auto delisting is like officially out and like running, we might change that up. I
mean, I need to catch up. I was talking about that on the video last week. That's not coming out till tomorrow.
Right. But I'm saying if everything delists automatically when it sells, you might be willing to cross list to Mercari right away. I think the biggest part of why we made that decision was because she'd cross list to 3 places, and 90% of the time it would sell on Poshmark or eBay, and then she'd have to go delist it on Mercari every time. So it was like kind of to save time. You know, if something's been listed on.
Ask me why I still list the kids in. I haven't had a sale in like 2 weeks. I don't know. Probably just because it's only a few things I listed. My last sale, 2 weeks ago on Kitizen. I mean, whenever I post to Mercari, I do make sales. So I don't know why I actually stopped. I think I was just overwhelmed when I...
Yeah, I think it was a little overwhelming. I mean, there was a time we were cross-listing to Facebook Marketplace too. You know, so we kind of cut back in different ways for various reasons. Christina Davis, I love watching you guys. Found you back in 2020. I was bedridden for a month from COVID, bought a Dymo and a scale and started selling a few weeks later. Thank you for all the knowledge you share. Well, Christina, thank you so much. Glad you're not bedridden from COVID anymore. That's a cool story. Sorry. What are you chuckling at over there?
I don't know.
What was that? Chucky doll? Mimi said, huh? I'd watch it with you if you watched Forrest Gump with me and Goonies.
Okay.
I have Goonies on DVD. We could watch it tonight.
Can you get some Mary-Kate and Ashley movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get right on that. Mimi says, I found 2 pairs of Italian shoes a few months ago for $12 each. Sold one for $375 and the other one for $350.
Oh my gosh, Mimi.
I haven't posted it on Instagram yet.
Why?
Why? Like, you're just too busy making all that money? You can't share with the class?
It's amazing though.
That is awesome, Mimi.
Didn't she find those like in South Carolina?
Did you find those in South
She
Carolina?
was telling us about it one week.
She found them a few months ago. How long did they take to sell? Did they sell quick? Fabulous, Mimi. What designer? Thank you for the spreadsheet. Since I started using it, I have really started to look at all my pickups differently. That's great. I think that's the most useful it can be for us to really find out more about your inventory. Mandy says, my husband was out once between the 2 storms to get groceries. They don't deliver here. You live out in the sticks a little bit, which is what I want. That's what I want to do. Kathy doesn't want to do that.
Not too far.
I mean, I would like to be where they could deliver if we had. I don't want to be that far out. I'm actually happy with how, like, we're a little bit out of town here where we're at. But,
Out of Colorado Springs town.
yeah.
This is eventually going to be.
Yeah, it is. It is going to be. But, Mimi says, one I've never heard of, but the shoes were so amazing. Santoni. They were very nice, soft suede leather loafers.
I feel like I've heard
Santoni.
of it, but I never found it.
Heidi says, I got shingles and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Highly recommend the shingles vaccine. Get your shingles vaccines, kids. Kelly agrees it's painful. Hoping this Mederma gel will help with the scars. Oof. It will sound counterintuitive, but dabbing apple cider vinegar. Ooh, I don't know if I don't know if I could read that. Mimi says, I'm a bit off way more than I bit off way more than I could chew. I have an antique booth in Colombia, trying to do whatnot and list. I'm exhausted. Mimi.
That does sound like you're
Mimi.
doing too much.
I feel like Mimi's always doing too much. Mimi.
Just be a Mimi. Not
Be
but.
Yeah. I feel like you and Kathy are like kin. Kathy would do all that stuff too.
Have I ever wanted a booth? Maybe for like 1 second.
I mean, you would want to fill your time with like as much as possible stuff. Maybe not a booth. Does anyone else experience items selling full price while waiting for other buyers that were sent offers? It's happened multiple times for me. I love it. Full price is always better. Yeah, I think when you send offers, if somebody likes it... Oh, wait. They would get the offer too, right? If they like it. So if it's a full price... I think it does kind of boost it up a little bit. Did you get a message?
I did. You have a problem?
Well, I just got a notification at the same exact time, but it was it was a Ready Set Resell video. So I'm like, did you just get a message from what's his name? Ben?
Yeah, me and Ben Chow.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
Can you give me his number?
I've never spoken to this guy ever in my life.
Huh. On the source. Kelly says, just sourced my first Santoni and listed. Has not sold yet. Well, seems like Mimi. How long did they take to sell? Shin Valley Mama, what's going on? Welcome in. Mimi says, I am a Mimi too. I stay busy. I'm so thankful. I don't know. I rarely ever sell items for full price. I guess I'm just like, oh, someone sent an offer. Let me just get the quicker sale. Let me just get this quick sale without letting the item actually sit for a bit. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I mean, we do that fairly often. There's very few things that you won't take offers on, right? As long as the offers
because
are...
I said on eBay I didn't get any offers, or I mean on eBay I don't have offers, but
right. But if somebody messaged you,
I usually, if they give a real price, then I
yeah,
usually,
if it's like reasonable.
And on Posh I accept lots of offers, and I send out like 40% a lot on the weekends.
Kelly's asking, does anybody know what happened to Osborne to Thrift? Did he stop YouTube? Just hoping he's okay. I like him. I would imagine he's, I mean, that guy's...
I see him post on Instagram.
Is he still Instagramming?
Yeah. Still selling crazy stuff all the time. It's amazing. I'll be over here listing something for like $7, and I'll just check Instagram, and he like found one bag of something at the store for like $3. I'm
gonna sell this for $300,000.
Literally.
I just found these thingamabobs from I don't know. Like I think the stuff he finds and sells is like, I'm jealous. Like I wish I could find that kind of stuff. Try to look him up on Instagram. Yeah, his last post was, oh, that was a year ago.
He posted stories.
It's funny because he posted a year ago that he had over $300,000 in sales. So like for 2022. And people are commenting on it this year, thinking that it was this like 2023 sales. I guess he doesn't really have any active story right now. Mimi says, my booth is the same business as Josh and Haley. I'm selling so much out of there. It's amazing. I fill it up. I fill up them, go to the bin. Fill them up, then go to the bins. Gotcha. I mean, I don't know. There's probably not very many places. There was one place that had been like booths, but they closed down this last year. Here where we're at. And they're also like kind of far away from us.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of a big chore to keep that stuff going. Erica says, I'm asking for advice. I have been active on Mercari and Posh and sold 1,200 items from 2021 and now just only sold one item on eBay. What advice do you have on what to cross list first and with no feedback? Thanks. I would, I guess, find out what your highest sell-through items would be. Do you sell like a specific genre of stuff? Are you shoes, clothing, everything? Do you sell media?
Are they saying to cross post to Mercari or?
No. She says she sells on Mercari and Posh, but she's cross-posting to eBay. Oh. She's only had one sell on eBay so far. Sell clothes, shoes, and plush.
What I sell?
Yeah. So if you had to start with no feedback, but you had your inventory right now, what would be the first things you would sell?
I don't know if it's,
Vintage toys are the highest profit?
Yeah,
I almost wouldn't say do your highest profit first. I would say...
Whatever you post, I'd probably just put it under market value.
Yeah.
Like price it low. Not too low to where it seems suspicious, but like just right under market.
Yeah.
So that it actually sells.
I would try to find... You're only going to be able to list, depending. You might only be able to list like 10 items at a time. So you might want to do a combination of... So you have zero feedback. I'd say try to sell your fastest, so like highest sell-through items. Sell them just a little bit under market value to get them sell faster. Hope you get a little bit of feedback from that. You could also like buy like shipping materials like from these larger pages. I don't know what they are off the top of my head, but these shipping supplier stores on eBay, and if you buy something, they'll give you positive feedback, so you can get your score up a little bit that way. But yeah, basically, I would try to do that, and it's gonna feel like a bit of a grind at first. You're probably gonna get you'll probably get messages from people. They target newer stores, like scammers. So if you get messages, anything about like, hey, you know, I'll send you a blah blah through the mail, here's a phone number, anything like that, ignore it, block them, and just wait for people to buy it. And you know, lather, rinse, repeat. I would probably try to stick to one, like if you're doing shoes or clothing or whatever, try to keep to the same, just because. I don't know if I have. Oh, you do have feedback as a buyer from years and years ago. Okay, that'll help.
I feel like that's what helped me. I don't think I got much of the stuff that people say you would get, because I think I just had some feedbacks from random sales.
Yeah.
And buys.
I would try to be as active as possible on there. Like try to go in there every day. Maybe try to, if something's been sitting for a little while, maybe if you delist something, does that count? Like, can you relist another thing? Like when you're first.
Yeah, because like I don't think I had that limit. You did though on your store, right?
Well, I posted 3 things at once. Like, I never would have hit the.
Gave you more than on.
I mean, I feel like I remember hearing that you're only able to have 10 active listings to start or something, and it might not be like that anymore. Or maybe it's not like that ever, and I just had that stuck in my head from something.
I mean, I have heard of that. I don't think it happened to me.
What style do you have? Mine were brand new and perfect. I listed them for $688, and then accepted offers. Was only expecting 300 each. Whew. Wow. Kelly Mimi says the style she has are selling online for $1,200. There's an antique mall in the Springs called American Classic Marketplace. I'm sure the one on Academy and Constitution. They're a pretty neat booth antique mall. I think that's the only one left, but I mean that's fairly far away from us. So, you know, we live out on the east side. Vintage toys are the highest profit items. I wish there was a store like that down here in El Paso. There's not a lot here. It's like a desert. You can do international sales because the one sale was international but no feedback. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be it might feel like a bit of a grind at first, but I'd say once you get, I mean, you're familiar with selling. You sell on Posh and Mercari, so yeah, I would just try to get at least a bit up and active and trying to sell. With more sales, shipped ground advantage. With more sales, shipped ground advantage, where do you get the best price on boxes? The best price is free from friends or yourself from Amazon boxes, recycling. We do that a lot.
I haven't had to buy any extra other than like I use my eBay coupon for some, and then just saving the Amazon orders we get, and then friends giving us some.
Now, Kathy does do a lot of clothing, which we use poly mailers for.
Even if it's like a jacket that's like 1 to 2 pounds, I'll use a big poly.
So, I mean,
speaking of,
yeah.
Go ahead and talk about boxes. I'll pull up.
No, I was gonna say, Shipping Hip is where we get a lot of our. It's not the cheapest. I will say it's not the cheapest, but they are.
I just wanted to say they came out with their Valentine's stuff.
They are really, really high quality, and they're fun. They're cute. They support.
They're cute.
They're so cute.
You want to put your Carhartt jacket in one of these? Yeah, their Valentine's ones are really cute. So, anyways, Ginger15 if you want to order anything. They have tape.
Use code Ginger15.
But yeah, mailers for any sometimes even shoes I'll put in a mailer
Yeah.
if I'm like low on boxes. Or I don't have a really good size one. But we have been. What were we? What's the thing that I told you that Lonnie was getting?
Granger. We did pricing a little bit through Granger. We haven't ordered anything yet, but we do have a place we could pick them up.
I figured if we need to.
I feel like Granger, if you have, I don't know if they charge for shipping. I feel like if you had to have them shipped to your house, it probably would be too expensive, or not cheap, not the cheapest option. But we have like a big Granger branch here in the Springs. It is a bit of a drive from where we're at, but if we're just picking up once a quarter or whatever, it would be worth it. But I think some of the boxes were like 50 cents a box, 75 cents a box, like $1 a box for various sizes and stuff. Which is I feel like that's pretty decent. If you have an eBay store and you use the eBay coupon, that's what we do. That's the best. I think that's the best deal we can get on boxes.
Yeah.
At least, especially shipped to us.
Still like probably close to 50 cents though. After my coupon still I pay.
Yeah, but we had there was one time where we had a couple neighbors. Like I had one neighbor at our old neighborhood. She had a special needs daughter, so she was getting a lot of like medical supplies and all kinds of orders. Like she wasn't really going out, so she just always had stuff coming to her house, and they were all like smaller boxes. So we got a ton of boxes from her. She hasn't messaged me in a long time. I probably would even go pick up. My mom also buys like almost everything she can online, so every time we go see my mom, she's got like 30 boxes for us. She's like, I've been saving boxes. And I'm like, crap, I'm in my truck. There's nowhere for me to put them.
What was I about to say?
But yeah, for that neighbor, that I just put a post out on our neighborhood Facebook, and I said, hey, we have a small business, and we like to use recycled materials. If you guys have any Amazon boxes, like shoebox size or smaller, or, about that size, I would be happy to come pick them up if you want to collect them. And I got a few people, but there was only one person that kind of stuck it out for a long time. So.
I remember. I know I'm clicking Ground Advantage, but often I'll upgrade them to priority if it's because I'm charging $8.99-ish. A lot of priority, £2 is still under that price, and if it's within like $1, I'll usually just upgrade them to priority because again, if I was buying the boxes, it'd be 75 cents or something. So I figure I'll just pay the priority, and by pay I mean like they already paid for the shipping anyway. So if it's under what I'm charging them and it's priority, then I'll just use the free boxes for that. Yeah.
Erica says, I could do 250 unless I buy a store, which I eventually will, but only when money is coming in. Yeah, for some reason, I feel like that 250, there's still like you might not have it as a restriction because you've had your account for a long time. But I feel like if you're a new account, you have 250 free listings a month, but I feel like there's still like some like invisible wall that they cap you at having. I think it's 10 active listings. You have to prove that they get to their buyer and all that. It's just a way to try to prevent scammers from starting an account, listing and selling 500 things or 250 things without having to pay anything, and it's all scams, and they've collected all this money all right quick before they can catch them and then run. So I feel like there is some kind of wall, but you might not have it. But if you might come across it where it'll just be like, hey, you've listed too much. You might be able to call them and say, hey, I'm a real person. I sell, I've had this account for a while. Will you lift that for me? They might they might do it. I don't know. But you might run into something like that. Thank you guys. I love your videos and content. Well, thanks so much. Glad we're of any help. Kelly says, it helps to speak up to your neighbors. My next door neighbor orders a lot online and puts all her boxes on my doorstep. That's nice. Just delivers them right to your doorstep. She's done some free boxes for me. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always thought like it'd be pretty easy to like set up like a route. Like you could probably get pretty well known in your neighborhood if you like, you know, live in an area like we do where yeah, you'll probably get a few people that are like, oh yeah, it's trash day. I'm gonna set my boxes out, and then you could set up a route and go pick them all up at one time, once a week or something. Tommy says dumpster diving, haven't paid for a box in 7 years. That's also a good way to do it. Where were we the other day?
I don't know, but I was at Starbucks the other day and the people were like throwing them all out the back door.
Yeah.
Man, I should just
If you can, there's probably some retail places that they're probably up to their ears in boxes and they'd be happy to give them off. I feel like it was, I mean, you probably don't want to do like liquor store. Ship everything in like liquor boxes.
I don't think you're allowed to.
Or I don't know. But if you can get some fairly unmarked, you know, smaller size boxes or whatever you're selling, there's endless options, I think. eBay shipping supplies are so expensive, though. I only have the basic store, and that $25 coupon just does not cut it. Yeah, it doesn't go very far.
I think for 50, I try to order 2 25 packs, and I still pay like $20 out of pocket or so.
Yeah. I mean, like, we'll order like a pack of tape for 1 quarter, or, you know, like a box of boxes, a pack of boxes. Erica says, my mom works for a general dentist and they have supplied me with small perfect boxes and air bubbles for a while. Just a suggestion for others. I mean, there's like a dentist on every corner. You could probably, yeah, go talk to one of them. Don't think you can use liquor boxes to ship. USPS doesn't allow it. Did you say that?
I thought.
That's, yeah, good to know. Also, don't use cereal boxes. Well, I saw some. It was a while ago, but I feel like somebody posted that they got something in a like Cheerios box, like the thin cardboard like box.
I've gotten things like that.
Or somebody.
I don't really care if people do that.
I saw another one that was like an orange juice bottle, like a T-shirt in a clear orange juice bottle that was rinsed out. I mean, you want to have a little bit of class as, you know, a seller. You know, Kathy doesn't care if it comes in a shoebox or like a trash bag or something, but
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't send it just
most
because I
people,
want my business to get a good
yeah,
review.
most people might care. How you doing, Reezy Bear? The good boy. Man, you're looking so old, dude. Tommy says, OMG, Facebook groups and cereal box shipping. Always good fight going on.
What would we call this pattern? Floral or?
Yeah, what is that? Recently invested $15 in making a makeshift backdrop. I don't know if it's weird or not, but I just scrolled through my posh closet, enjoying how much uniform all my listings look. Nice. Tommy says geometric. Sunny Las Vegas, what's going on, man? I saw you were on with the Nashville guys, right?
Floral geometric.
Floral geometric.
It's just
Micro
funny 'cause-
paisley. LOL.
Well, it's just I know I was thinking paisley too. It's funny.
It does
they'll
look like
say
it has-
geometric with Victoria's Secret like stuff.
It almost reminds
I'm gonna
me.
say paisley. Yeah.
It almost looks like the back of a playing card, like a
Yeah.
poker card. Um. Arabesque. Oh, maybe that arabesque.
It's kind of like that. Too late. I'm done typing it out.
I mean, like that. That's
I feel like nobody would search that word. Would they?
arabesque. Look at me. Micro paisley, geometric. I would honestly just say all over print, but that's just me being lazy. Tapestry? Tapestry? We are here to see the tapestries. Anybody know what movie that is? Hey, Chris and Kathy, watching one of the wild card games, football, and you are on at the same time. Well, who's winning? Who do you want to win? Do you care who wins the wild card? Let's see who's playing right now. NFL. Rams Lions. I think that's who's on. Looks like the Lions are up by 1. Oh, it's a close game. Sonny says, does look like the back of a playing card. Did you add arabesque?
No, because I ran
No.
out of words.
Freddie's like, wants the Rams to win. All right, go Rams. Eight minutes to go. Are you done plugging your phone in? I might try to get a head start on transferring this video over. Alyssa says, it was fun watching you guys. My hub's begging me to play Minecraft with him. Can I play? Have a good night, y'all. Hey, good luck beating the Ender Dragon. You want to play Minecraft with me? Kathy would never. She would never.
I played it with the kids one time.
All right. Ooh, it's 1 degree now. We got a degree. Yay.
Well, I already put a super warm blankie on our bed under the other blankies.
Kelly, good night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Night, Kel. I'm making
Kel?
her.
You just made up
I'm
a...
just making her up.
All right, we're going to call you Kel from here on out.
A short name for her.
Good night, Kelly. Man, my dry thumbs. All right. November for the hands. Noxzema. I normally use that. What's it called? It's like working man's hands or something.
Hey,
what was that?
some bobs.
Just sold some bobs. Which is probably pretty similar to like a Noxzema. I'm not sure. It comes like a little green cup thing. Oh, Leanne, glad I stopped in. Thanks for the great info. Stay warm and have a great night. Leanne, thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully we'll see you on Thursday. We'll be back Thursday. Reese is always such a hard worker. Look at him. I know. Working hard. Yeah? Yeah, look who stretches. Oh, double. All right, let me import this stuff here. That's why I love Posh, because I get all my supplies from USPS. That is true. That's a benefit for free. Sorry if I've missed it, but are y'all doing inventory, and or what are your methods for doing inventory? Thanks. I mean, Kathy's been listing tonight, so but
Just like in general.
As far as in general, I mean, we still kind of. What are you looking at?
I'm trying to look
oh my
I'm
gosh!
trying to look for this. Rabbit and bear dress. Okay,
Kathy,
go look that up.
Kathy is literally trying to get us canceled from YouTube.
I'll open a new eBay thing.
Do not look that up on eBay, guys. Was that Google?
No, it was eBay.
eBay? Were those like dolls? Put on my calendar now. Thanks, Leanne. We'll see you then. It's 15 degrees in Dallas Fort Worth. How is it over here? I think we warmed up a little bit since we started. We're up to 1 degree. We started at 0 tonight. $15? No, that's pretty cold for Dallas, huh? On our neighborhood. Can I go back to your page? I turned it off.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Even that one, I mean, it wasn't like.
This is a family show, though, okay? This is a family show.
Dirty.
What was I saying?
Who knows?
I don't know. I don't remember. Tommy says, I'm sure Chris has a pinup calendar in the garage hidden from Kathy. Kathy's got one of firemen somewhere.
Firemen? No, I don't. If anything, it would be of, you know who.
Of me?
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but I know who.
Shamar Moore.
Shamarma?
I'll show you.
Shamarmalade? This is Kathy's crush.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if he has a calendar.
Oh, okay. Nope. Intermission. We're gonna get us canceled, demonetized, all that stuff.
He has one.
I took it off your screen, just so you know.
It's gone. He's gone.
She's got calendars of him in fireman uniforms with no shirt. It's funny. I saw a TikTok of it was somebody giving like their grandma a Christmas present, and it was a blanket with his face. She was so excited.
What?
Shamar Moore, nice. you coming on your listings?
I'm almost done with 20. We can stop.
Yeah?
Them. I can tell you're ready to be done.
I'm not ready. I'm caught up with chat. It doesn't happen usually.
That's true. For me, I don't say.
I mean, I'm transferring videos from my camera, which is taking a long time. It's still doing it. Any of you guys been watching that Gypsy Rose thing? And following along with Gypsy Rose? What is your absolute bolo always for clothes no matter where you are?
Filson.
Patagonia.
Some.
Gucci.
Honestly, I don't really look for any sort of that kind of stuff.
Gypsy Rose. Yeah, it's what's that condition that her mom had? Munchausen. Munchausen. So it's where her mom basically pretended like that Gypsy, her daughter, had like all these medical conditions, so that she could like treat her. It's like abuse. It's like a form of mental illness, but like abuse and all this kind of stuff. And she was doing like scamming, like not Focus. What's it? Habitat for Humanity, like all these charities. But so Gypsy, this girl, ended up, meeting this dude online and killed the mom. So like she went to jail for killing her mom. Yeah. But she just got out of jail.
Just the way that you described the whole thing was very cute.
It's what?
Cute. Like,
cute?
Not like, okay, no. like you just like
to
left
the point?
out like most of, yeah.
Right. I mean, I can't like
I know,
spoil it. Go watch the show.
What do you mean? You
Make
just
a wish.
spoiled
Yeah.
it. You said everything that happened, but like in 5 seconds.
Filson, Filson, FIL. It's a great clothing brand. How much have you found?
I've only found it maybe 3 times.
3 times?
Maybe 2 times. I don't know.
Munchausen by proxy.
Trying to look at my solds to see if there's any other brands that I can't live without. I mean, based on how fast these Jinkos sold and how many likes they had, I would definitely look for those some more right now.
0 degree. It was negative 15 earlier here.
Aviator Nation for sure.
I'm not going to tell you how few I got done, but I wasn't going to do any tonight. There you go. Some's better than none. Yes, I think people need to let her disappear back into regular life. She's trying to become a celebrity now. It is a little weird. Medical abuse. Munchausen. I only assume the bestseller for you guys are shoes. What is your next bestseller? And what does Kathy love to sell the most?
I still love to sell shoes the most.
Love shoes the most.
Yeah.
What would you say your second best seller is? Next best behind shoes.
Sweaters? I don't know. How would I know? I don't keep track of our spreadsheet.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know that anymore.
I just go based on feeling. It's hard because at the bins I just find what I find and that's what I list. So it's not necessarily that something's the best seller, but I'll literally sell anything.
Literally.
I just need money to pay my bills. Right, I'm done with 20. Do I stop then? I do need to paint my nails tonight still.
We can go in 10 minutes. We'll go till 9 o'clock.
That's what I mean. Not like start more listings to go to like, or should I just type them and not like list them? I can do that while we Did you already turn off my
Yeah, I
screen?
went to just us. It's just us here now, guys.
Well, then tell me what this is again. It's just Toad.
Yeah, purple Toad.
But it's actual Lego brand, right?
Yeah.
So I would write Lego Mario Toad, Purple Toad.
It's funny because we have we have a restaurant here in our town called Purple Toad.
Anyway, did you send my screens off? Because I might print.
Yeah, I did. I did take your screen off. I'm a nurse, and some of those patients go far to poison their kids just so they don't go to the hospital, just so they can go to the hospital. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. We watched like 4 episodes of the Lifetime.
I mean, I've seen a lot of.
There's been a lot of
cases.
stuff, but like, it's all big now because she's like out on parole. But we haven't seen the last 2 episodes of that series yet. But it's a crazy story. Cha-ching. But I felt like I thought they said that this was like the first like real case. Maybe it was the first case where that like the person abusing the kid, like they killed her. Maybe it's the first time that the abused party like got revenge or whatever. I don't know. When I worked in pediatrics, there was some horrible abuse cases. It's awful. Kathy, OMG Kathy, LOL, and I would pick a K-pop star as a celebrity crush. Do you even know what K-pop is?
I think so. Isn't it like a Korean band?
Well, K-pop it's a genre of music. It's not like a band. There's K-pop bands. Like BTS. All right, Jen, who's your K-pop crush? Which one's your crush? Shed Valley Mama, good night. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Mama with the camera hopped in. What's up? What's up, Lori? Oops, sorry about that. I guess my video is just transferred over. Wait, which K-pop idol are we standing? I don't know. I don't even know any of them. I like selling the shoes, just don't have good processing, photo setup.
Kari's telling me to refer a friend for $50 if anyone wants to be referred. Click the link. Did you even put the links in the description? I love getting those Mercari credits though. Those are nice.
I don't know. Click the link in the description. Join Mercari.
1133. Sorry, I'm delisting that last sales.
Oh. Where is your favorite place to source? Mine would for sure have to be yard sales.
Now bins.
Right now, bins.
We
do want to go to garage sales. We just don't have any. It's 0 degrees out right now. It's being cold. How strongly do you feel listing every day matters?
Not every day.
Yeah, I don't.
Or just like on as much as you can.
I think being consistent to yourself is probably the most best thing.
I mean, if you could list every day. Every time I start to say literally, I get like tongue twisted.
Literally.
Yeah, if you could do it every day, you would definitely make more consistent sales every day. I can't.
Yeah, I think it's much more important to, like I said, be consistent to yourself. Like if all you could do is list on 1 day a week, but you could do, 1 listing, that's better than feeling like you're not going to get anywhere because you don't get to list every day. So whatever is the best you can do and what works for you, I think that's, if you can list every day, it's obviously not going to hurt, but I don't think it's more important than kind of just being more true to, what you're able to do at the time. It's probably the first case where she's killed the mother, but there are tons of cases of parents doing it to their kids. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what the wording was, but I felt like that said something like that. I don't think it's going to work out with her husband either. I don't think she actually likes him. I think she didn't want to live on with her and had his wish, had his wife. Live with her and his wife. Dad and his wife. Oh, I see. See, I feel like we didn't see the last 2 episodes, so I heard her say that she's engaged. But I don't know who. It's not the guy that killed her mom, right? Can't be. He's got to be in jail still.
I mean, yeah, it hadn't showed him yet. Where we stopped off.
But that was weird, right? Like, Kathy was like, how do you just go online when you're not allowed online? So she got a phone, like a fake, I don't know, a phone or computer that her mom didn't know about, made a Facebook account that her mom didn't know about, met a guy, and that guy just is gonna come and kill your mom for you?
Like, she randomly met the one person in the world that might do something
right.
like that. That's just crazy.
Good morning, Simona. Good morning.
Good morning. We're about done because we started early.
It's nice you're still alive. Yeah, we are gonna cut out soon because it's Sunday, and it's 9 o'clock. We were gonna stop at 9 o'clock. I just want to go through these.
I'm actually about to fall asleep.
Yeah, Kathy's done a lot today. We went to church this morning. And then Kathy's been, I mean, you've been working all day since we got home.
I've been doing laundry stuff with the kids. I've been trying to clean out their closets, but it's such a big project.
How about celebrity encounters? Like how many? We've encountered a celebrity.
Joe Kenda.
Joe Kenda. I don't know if someone was poisoning me, but I don't know. If someone was poisoning me, I think it's fair play to do the same, just saying. To murder. Yeah. No, I could definitely understand. Like, I definitely feel really bad for everything that girl has gone through. Like, nobody deserves what happened to her. And I do think she feels, like, bad that she did what she did. But it's weird. It's something that nobody should ever have to talk about, right? Mimi says, I am Korean and I have no idea what the names of K-pop groups. You don't listen to K-pop? Mimi's son is like a DJ, and he's like a pretty good DJ too. I do know K beauty products though. we got some Korean barbecue for a date. We got what's it called? Bonchon.
I mean,
apparently
it's
a chain.
Yeah.
But oh man, Korean wings are like the best chicken wings. I love Korean wings. They're like so crispy. The waiter was like, the spice, this pretty spicy. I mean, like, it's Korean spicy. You might want to, like, you might not be able to handle it, white boy. Yep, we got bulgogi. We got bulgogi and Korean wings.
Really good.
It was delicious.
Even though it was like a chain, I wasn't necessarily expecting it to be that.
Yeah. I have way too many, LOL. Anyone from NTC, Big Bang, Winner? Oh, these are all your... Big Bang? Who's your crush from Big Bang?
I've never had that. I used to have a crush on Seventh Heaven, Lucy's husband.
Oh, I was thinking Big Bang Theory. These are K-pop bands. Because I didn't recognize any of them in Big Bang. Okay. So NTC, Big Bang, Winner, EXO, Rise, Stray Kids. Kathy says same, and the list keeps growing. Mimi says, I have a confession. I have not listed since before Christmas. I've taken pictures and drafted some.
Good thing you sold.
Well, you're living off those Italian shoe sales. That's what. My favorite place to source is the place where I find something to flip for $300 and pay $10. That's like becomes like the new favorite, right?
Are we gonna go to Casa Bonita now?
Casa Bonita, is it this year? I mean, we can go this year.
Like after you get the house done.
Has anybody here been back to Casa Bonita since they've
I just saw an email. That's
fixed
why I'm
it?
asking.
We skipped 2 days and still had sales, but just wondering y'all's opinions on the algorithm.
I don't know.
I think it's easy to let yourself get discouraged when you think there's this big algorithm out to get you all the time. I think just do what you can do. Don't let the algorithm scare you. Do y'all schedule listings? Do you think it matters?
I would like to get to a point that I schedule listings. I mean, I think if I could do that and just put some live every day, that would be better for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't do it. I literally could have, I just did 20 listings. I could have just scheduled 5 out for the next week. At least, I mean, obviously I'll do more over the week, but at least there would have been 5 going out for the next 4 days, right?
Yeah. But what's like, that's where it could be like, what's better? Like, do you really think it's better?
Right, because some of them could
because
sell
there
right now
is
overnight.
some benefit. There is some benefit to all those items being on right now because they're searchable right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I just swear usually whenever I list, I make a sale like right away. That's why
there's not.
I don't have proof, but
I mean, yes, there's an algorithm, but the algorithm only really stretches so far. If you're searching for something, the algorithm has less, influence over that result versus just somebody getting an algorithmic search. I don't know. I feel bad because Kathy was like ready to go, and now we got like 40 chats that I'm behind. So I don't think I'm gonna get through.
I'll be asleep.
I don't think I'm gonna get through all the chat that's happened. I'm just gonna scan through them real quick. We will be back Thursday, guys. So hopefully we'll see you guys then. We'll get some. Are you gonna have some more listings by that day?
No, I'm not gonna do nothing between now and Thursday. I'm just gonna sit and twiddle my thumbs in my house and not leave.
I mean, you do only like, you don't have a job or anything. So.
I know, that's true. We got a comment like that on Chris's little 4-minute video. What do you guys even do? You like work 2 days a week putting up videos or something? I didn't actually.
We do nothing.
150 grand just sold itself last year. No big deal.
This is cool. Kathy says, dude, you guys just made a sale, and then I immediately made a sale. That's that algorithm. Yeah, we're gonna get Jared. Thanks for hopping in. Sorry, we're skipping out now. We did start a little bit earlier today, so we have been live for 2 hours. But this was kind of like to make up for the Thursday where I had like a sudden bout of.
Speaking of that, should we do Thursdays earlier now? Because like we were doing 8 because we would put our kids to bed at 8, but now we let them stay up till like 9, so we could do 7.
We probably could go earlier.
I feel like that'd be better. Well,
I know people.
It depends because like the California people, that'd be kind of early. Like that might be their dinner time, but
I mean that'd
the
be
Florida people, that'd be
6
nice for them.
for California, right? If we started at 7.
No, it would be good for me because I get sleepy by 9.
Yeah.
Or I want.
we might start at an hour early on Thursday. We might do it, try it out, and see how it goes this week.
Oh, do we do anything
Yeah,
else
save
on
all
Thursday?
the K-pop talking. We'll pick up where we left off. We'll learn about some K-pop. Jen, she has a job. She takes care of you. Hey, reverse that.
Yeah, he takes care of
That's my
Although
job.
I had to make my own smoothie today.
I froze those bananas for you. You didn't even use them.
Yeah, I've used some already.
Start early at 6. Okay, so 6
Well,
6 is your PO run or your poo run.
anything weird?
Tommy. All right. I mean, we'd be. You don't do a pickup, Tommy? You don't have somebody come pick it up for you?
As we don't.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We had a great time. We'll be back Thursday, just a few days away. Yeah, we gotta go get the kids to sleep. Reese, you ready to eat? He's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm surprised his camera lasted this long. It normally doesn't. We'll see you guys. Oh, you live 4 blocks from a PO. Do you walk them? All right, guys. We'll see y'all next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Gotta remember how to turn it all off.